what are business opportunities that you can see. I was in a meeting with some of our leaders last week, and I shared with them that for me, there are so many business opportunities I see here. I don't know why a lot of people are not tapping into it. For example, how many of you here hit Gary? Okay, almost everybody. Right? Maybe a few people don't hit Gary, that's fine. Almost everybody hit Gary. Guess what? Yet, we don't have a Gary supplier in the church. Some years ago, when Pastor Okechukwu was around, he got into that business. He will ship in Gary, they will fry it very well picked and neat. How many of you remember he was doing that business? And he wasn't just doing it in the church, he was doing it in the office. You know, when Jesus wanted to pick his disciples, he went to people that were already working, tax collectors and things like that, because sometimes they are the best at doing more work. So he had a job, yet he added that at the side also. They will fry it for him, they will ship it to Lagos, and they will sell everywhere. And when he was leaving, guess what happened? His brother took over that. Mr. Emeka took over that, and he continued with the customer base of his brother, and he continued selling the business. Now, he left, and nobody sells again. And I said to my wife the other day that if anybody here is doing that business, let's patronize them every month. Almost an automated business, because you are not the one frying. You are not the one doing the cassava. All you are doing is talk to the suppliers. They bring it down. You put your margin on top. You bring it to church on Sunday. You reach out and say, "Mommy, as your Gary not finished, it should have finished by now." Are you the one monitoring our Gary? Yes, I'm the one, ma. You bought the last Gary on July 24th. I supplied it by 1:20 p.m. By now, the Gary should have finished. I'm bringing Gary for you on Monday. See, it's real. Do you understand what I'm saying? One of my friends the other time in the office, she began to bring to the office soup, prepared soup. You know, she hired people that were doing the soup for her. You pre-order and they do the soup for you. In fact, there was one day I saw a nice flyer, and this person, what does she do? In Lekki there, Lekki phase 1. She cooks different types of soup. You place an order, one bowl of, I think, a icon. And this was probably like, how many years ago? Maybe like 6 years ago. 6 years ago. One bowl of a icon that's probably a small family of 3 can take was about 8,000 then. So I was like, really? Let's just have something different from what they cook at home. At least they too will rest, then we too will have variety. So I went, I placed an order, and then when I closed from work, it was ready. I drove down there. My goodness. When I got there, you know who the person that delivered? The person that delivered dressed like a nurse. A chef, but dressed like a nurse, came out in immaculate white. I said, Auntie Bimura. But guess what? It was so beautiful. It was so nice. That's why, and it's a non-philosophy, that the rich keep getting richer while the poor keep getting poorer. It's a non-philosophy, because once you get the principle, it keeps working for you all over and over. So I can't emphasize too much on your ability to identify opportunities. It's so important, and it reflects in the way you do your things every time. Identifying opportunities. What can I do? Why is it like this? Why is that not like that? There was a time a brother here decided to go into laundry business, and guess what? He told each of us that, "Sir, I'm into laundry business. It's not enough to just pray that God will bless me. I'm now doing business." I said, "Well, if you can iron my clothes very well and bring it out very beautifully, you have my business going forward." And guess what? When he did the first one, he did it so well. So nice that I said, that is it. And I think about a few of us, I remember I was giving him work. Pastor Wale was giving him his business. Pastor Kechuku was giving him his business. A lot of us were giving him our business. Why? Because he was paying attention to the fabrics, and he was paying attention to the finesse. The finishing was good. It was as if we gave it to a big business. Without all the overhead, he was doing it so well. I even offered to do home service. So he comes to your house with his iron. We had one like that also. He'll come to your house with your iron, or with his iron, you give him a table. He uses your electricity, and he does everything that he needs to do. And by evening, he is gone. A small business. And he can graduate from that to an agency. As he has more clients, he employs more people who can support him in that venture. Why? Because he has identified an opportunity. Somebody says, why don't I wash myself? Sorry, I'm not going to wash myself because my per hour bill is a lot more than doing the washing myself. So we are at different scales in this thing. But it's an agency somebody can start. Hallelujah. Is somebody still with me? What else have I seen? And I mean, I've seen quite a lot of. What about a cleaning agency? It's one of the businesses that is doing. You hire cleaners. They are not going to be permanent staff. They are going to be ad hoc staff. Most of them will be working in corporate organizations as cleaners, but whenever you need them, if you tell them ahead, they can take time off work, or you put your cleaning on weekends. What do you need to start? A business card. Then you say to everybody in the house, we do deep cleaning. We do this type of cleaning. You study a lot about it. Okay, we can sweep our houses every day, but there are some types of cleaning that you need a professional to come and do. That is it. We can give you business. At least you can come once in a while to the house and clean the house, and just do it in a way we will not be able to do it ourselves. And 2-3 people give you their business here. You are in business, a side also, without all the overhead. And you are a business owner. Don't always think I have to manufacture something from China, or I have to do something big. Many big businesses started small because their owners were able to identify opportunities.